Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tasting. I've got an exciting one for you guys today. It's very unique. It's very strange. I've never actually had a tea like this on the stream before. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to an amazing blend. Let me go ahead and turn on my water because I am super duper excited about this one, as I usually am. But hey Greg, what's up? Welcome. So today I've got Tangerine Tuxedo, and in a moment you'll see why this is a very unique flavor. So this one is actually it comes from China, and the packaging is a little unique. You don't really see it very often, but as you see, it comes in like a little ball. Hey Ma, welcome. It comes in a little ball, and wrapped inside this is a little bit of a surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and tear open the wrapping. I'm hoping that I don't break what's inside, because that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Oh, come on. Be good to me on camera. This is live, please. Please don't do anything. Okay, oh, there we go. It looks like I have success. Wally, welcome. Yes, success. Okay, guys. So I'm opening this up for you, and as you see, the way that this is packed. Toma, welcome. Oh, it's a little bit broken, but it's not going to make much of a difference. As you can see, there we go, perfect. As you can see, it's wrapped up in a tangerine. This is a sun-dried tangerine. It's used in a lot of traditional Chinese cooking. The word for it is chen pai. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It's chen pai, CHENPI, and it's used a lot in traditional Chinese cooking. Now this is unique because at first I thought it was a blooming tea, but it's not. It's actually a tangerine, a sun-dried tangerine skin that just has black tea packed in it. And it's wrapped in the tissue paper that you've seen before, but it is all around just a black tea with. It's essentially just a black tea with tangerine flavoring, tangerine skin to give it flavor. So I have not ever seen or heard of anything like this before, except when I saw it on the Adagio website, and I was like, that has got to come. Juliet, welcome. So I'm really excited to try this out. I did sample the taste, but I didn't get to see it steep very well, because when I did try it, the skin was cracked and it was broken, and basically they had no other choice but to toss it in and let it go. But the way that they describe it, it's supposed to crack apart in the water. Shanna, welcome. So it's supposed to crack apart in the water, and everything breaks free. So right now Teresa, welcome. Right now I'm waiting for the water to heat up. This is a simple black tea, so I'm going to heat up the water to 212 degrees, and it's going to go for the full 5 minutes. Yeah, Quackhead's in a bad place. There we go. I had to move him before I put the water in the tea. Yeah, I see how you guys are so excited about this. But yeah, today I'm using the Ingenuity, so you guys can watch it with me as it breaks apart in the water. And like I am so super duper excited about this. I can't wait. This is a unique experience for me, and I'm glad that I could share it, doing it for the first time with you guys, because I'm practically speechless over here. You see this when I'm trying to share how unique this experience is. Oh, my water just popped. But yeah, I mean, I'm just raring to go. So I'm gonna go ahead without further ado and pour the water in there, and it's really, really steamy. So I'm going to let it sit for just a couple seconds. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm not quite sure what black tea is in here. I'm assuming Ceylon because that's what Adagio uses for a lot of their base. So without further ado, you guys are going to watch it as I drop it in there. Oh, look at this floating. It's floating. Oh, it broke apart already. Oh, I was hoping it would last a little bit longer. Oh, it broke apart. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because the hot water just went ahead and bursted it. And everything is floating. Look at that. Look at that go. Now, oops, I almost forgot. I have to set my timer to 5 minutes. Because... Is it going? Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't hear it tick for a second there. But check out that color. There's a huge contrast between the orange. Let me spin this around so that you can see it a little bit better. You can see the tangerine skin is starting to soak up all the water. You should see it bubbling underneath. So it's taking in that water a lot. A lot of the black tea is starting to settle at the bottom, and you can see the tea itself start to turn bronze. So that's Sneha, welcome. I lost my train of thought. But you see it coming up, you see it turning bronze and golden. Oh, it is. I did try one sample. It was a small cup. I thought it might be too. I mean, it's not a blooming tea, and I mean, I've done. I think I've done 1 or 2 blooming teas before, but when I first saw it online, I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've done a blooming tea. But then I started to read a little bit more, and I was like, oh yeah, no, it's not a blooming tea. It's just black tea packed in an orange. So that I was intrigued because. Like you would think it's one thing that you're already familiar with, and then it turns out that this is something totally different. And the funny thing is, this is not a new concept. This has been around for quite some time. So in Chinese cooking, they say that it's used in a lot. Sun-dried tangerine peel is used a lot as like a seasoning, and it's in traditional Chinese medicine. They say it began in the Song Dynasty and lasted for 700 years. They say it's used to regulate qi, to enhance digestion and reduce phlegm. Well, hopefully I won't have that phlegm problem tonight, but you never know. So I'm waiting. Oh, you know what? Let me turn again. Look at that. It's starting to break apart. I don't know how successful it's going to be breaking up all the way, but the tea is falling. You can see it little by little entering the water, and the tangerine skin is just it's staying afloat. But all that tangerine flavor from the skin is going into the tea, and it's infusing itself. So this should be a very interesting experience. I'm really loving the way that it looks, though, because look at that orange. It's like bright. It's like this bright yellow, golden orange against the brown of the tea. I don't know. It's to me, it's just very vibrant looking. I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, so I'm as you can see, like this is like my new toy right here. Like I don't know how to contain myself. I'm just very excited. So I'm just doing a little bit of reading because I want to make sure I hit all of my notes. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It says it's used. Oh, excuse me. It says the fruit infuses the leaves with citrus notes, smoothing out the earthy tea when it's brewed, and its traditional use is for soothing stomach and commonly drunk in the winter month for or after meals. Now, I just saw something. I hear you, Quackhead. I hear you. Don't worry. See, Quackhead just went off. Anyway, I just I saw something that caught my eye, and now I can't find it again. Soothing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does say. Yeah, it did say that it soothes the stomach. But yeah. So now that the steeping is done, I'm going to go ahead and pour some out. Oh, check that out. Look at that nice brown color. It's filling up nice. The only thing is that I'm probably going to have to drink it fast, because I don't want the rest to oversteep. Actually, looks like there's not a whole lot left. Yeah, there's only a little bit, so I could probably just refill after half the cup. But still, I don't want to. Oh no! 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 Ah! It's dripping. Oops. Made a little mess. Nah. Ow! It's hot. What is this thing? Why is it dripping? Ugh. Anyway. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Anyway. Yeah, I'm watching. I think it's behaving. They have tangerine snacks as well, yummy and fragrant. Absolutely. I've had. Actually, I was watching a video earlier today. Sorry, I'm like making sure it doesn't drip anymore on my counter. Yeah, okay, it's behaving. Anyway, so I was watching a YouTube video. It was either earlier today or yesterday or something, and they were talking about using orange peels. What they do is they boil it in sugar and something else, and then they put it in the oven and bake it or something like that, and it comes out like a sweetener, or not a sweetener, like a candy or something. It was like candied orange peels. I was like, you know what? I don't know how I would feel about that, but I'd be willing to try it. Why does that? Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. I put it down wrong. Okay, anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and take my first sip, because I'm still kind of nervous about the tea maker dripping. Do you think some of these teas could be introduced as iced teas for kids who are totally hooked on juices? Absolutely. I would actually start them off on herbal blends. Anything that's like based with berry or citrus. There's this one that I used. It was a watermelon. It was a watermelon one. It tastes amazing when you ice it. So yeah, you can definitely introduce kids to an iced tea as an alternative to juice, or you can just give juice in moderation, because juices have natural sugars, but it's not as harmful as, like, say, anything that's packed with sugar, like soda. But yeah, you can definitely ice some of these teas. I would also recommend, if you want to do more traditional, yeah, absolutely, definitely doing like the fruit tisanes, or doing like a rooibos, a flavored rooibos. You can't go wrong. I've had a caramel rooibos that I used to make in an iced tea, and it tastes kind of like soda syrup. It was fantastic. So, I mean, if you want to have kids drink more iced tea, that would be the way to go. So without further ado, I'm gonna have a little bit of this tea. This is it's very fragrant right off the bat. I smell like it's a little bit. It's a very light traditional black tea, like the tangerine skin kind of. A tisane is basically like a fruit blend. I don't know. I believe it's a French word. But yeah, it just means like a fruit blend. That is delicious. Okay, so you could smell like a large part of the black tea, but it's got hints of the tangerine. Yeah, there you go. It's a fruit blend without the leaves. That's why whenever I talk about teas that don't have tea leaves in them, I always call it an herbal blend because it's technically not a tea. The only tea that you can have is with tea leaves. Ooh, that was good. I just had a whole lot of the froth. Yeah, I'm going to show you real quick. We were talking about this earlier. I think it was like this week or last week. That really good teas they froth a lot. But look at, I mean, it's not always an indication of quality, but it is a visual. It's a very visual one. You can see how dark the tea is. Barely orange around the edge. So this is definitely either a Ceylon, Ceylon or a Darjeeling. It's not very strong, so I wouldn't say that it was like an Assam or something. It's definitely, I'm pushing more towards Ceylon. But like in the froth, all I tasted was tangerine. I have had it before, and I had a different experience the first time around. It was a stronger black tea, but this one, so far, it's just the froth, but I tasted a lot of the tangerine in it. Oh yeah, there you go. So now I've had a little bit more of the tea itself. Oh yes, thanks. It's like a very beautiful color. Like you see how dark it is in the center, and that's got like that's where like all the earthy tones are. But when you drink it, like the base is earthy, but you have it's not overpowering the tangerine. We had well, I'll talk about the discussion that we had at Adagio about this in just a moment. But I'm not really getting the same experience here that I had at Adagio. So at Adagio, when I tried it, it was a little bit stronger, but it had a certain kind of scent to it. Now there was a discussion between me and some of the employees. One person was tasting something that they said it was like grandma's house, you know, and I can get it. Like when you have the tangerine, you kind of get like a potpourri smell to it. So yeah, I got that, but me and one of the other employees kind of got also a like a sea breeze kind of flavor to it. Like when you drank it, it's like breathing in the beach air. There was something kind of salty, kind of seaweedy about it, but in a good way. Like we were joking how if Grandma lived in a houseboat and she had a bunch of fish in the back, like that's what the experience was. But it wasn't like a very fishy. It was just a very sea breeze kind of scent to it. And this one is like really calm. It's very smooth, very light. I'm really liking it. I'm sure I'm probably gonna get a different experience once, because the rest of the tea is still steeping, so it's probably gonna be a little bit stronger. There's not a whole lot left, so you know, you see that little bit that's jiggling whenever I do pour it out. It's probably going to take on a stronger taste if it hasn't oversteeped already. I'm praying it doesn't, because this tea is not indicative of the rest. You were trying to find out what black tea it is. Adagio just says it's a black tea from Hunan. Okay, so that would mean it's a Chinese tea. Sounds like a pu'er, but astringent and smooth. Yeah, absolutely. It does have like the citrus in it. That's sun dried. I assume that the leaves themselves, after it's been packed up and held in there, would be it would soak up all of the citrus flavor, and that's why I think I'm getting a lot of the tangerine from, not the skin itself, but rather what was soaked in by the leaves. But yeah, definitely you would go pu'er. It's, in a sense, I can see why you would go there, because not just because of the region, but because alcohol, the fermentation of the alcohol, you get that same kind of effect from the citrus in the skin. You know how you ferment grapes, you also ferment the tangerine skin. Oh, is this Melissa? Welcome. Chinese black tea is certainly less astringent than Assam's and Ceylon's. That sounds so good. It absolutely does. I'm very picky about my Assam's. I don't like Assam's when they're overpowering. They tend to be very. They will kick you in the face first thing in the morning. That's how I describe it. I would drink an Assam in the morning specifically for that effect. But yeah, I mean, when you use an Assam in a blend, you usually get an Irish breakfast or a Scottish breakfast. Those are the stronger blends that basically they are meant to wake you up first thing in the morning. That's why they're breakfast teas. Oh yes, that's really good. I'm kind of getting a taste of fresh leaves, slightly in there. It's kind of like the what was it, Shanna? The people at Adagio are great. Absolutely, they are. I love them to death. I have become friends with a bunch of them. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing that they train their employees very well, and they're all very friendly. I have never met an employee at Adagio that I didn't like. They are absolutely top-notch people. So this is actually one of the few black teas. I don't normally like black teas iced. I don't know. There's just something about them that I don't like, because, well, I also tend not to sweeten my teas or my iced teas very much, just because I like them unsweetened when they're hot, but that doesn't always translate well into cold teas. This one I would definitely like to try cold, because you're getting a lot of the tangerine, and it should be enough to dilute the black tea flavor, enough to keep it wholesome, bro. Yeah, you did break me of that. I had a sweet tooth. You can see back in my earlier streams, I used to pre-sweeten my pot every single week, and yeah, that I got the idea that it was kind of cheating, because you don't get the full tea experience when you drink a tea for the first time. You should be wondering if it should be sweetened for the next time, but I never really gave it a chance. So, but I mean, granted, I would admit first thing that the pot was pre-sweetened. And yeah, fair warning. Your experience might be different, but It was definitely a change. I broke out of that, and I'm glad I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour out the rest before it gets super duper over steeped. I just hope it doesn't ruin the rest of it. There's not a whole lot left, so I don't think that it's going to make too much of a difference. Yeah, it's already finished. Oh, but look at that froth. I'm gonna show you. Check it out. Nothing but bubbles. That's a beautiful sight right there. Ooh, pretty. But this is why when I first took that sip, it was nothing but froth. That's the reason. Because it was all bubbles. Here we go. Okay, yeah, it didn't make that bad of a difference. I'm sure the tea in there that was over steeped, it was strong enough to like the tangerine is strong enough to hide the flavor. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that. What is this? I bet you can eat one of those chocolate oranges with that tea. Probably. I know which ones you're talking about. The orange shaped chocolate that has chocolate flavoring. That has orange flavoring in it. Yeah, I would definitely try it with that. Because some teas go very well with chocolate. Others don't. But this one is grounded enough to sustain the sweetness of the chocolate, but not overpowering enough to make it bitter. You know, you've never had one? Oh, I had one of my friends, Rob Clark. He mailed me one. No, he brought it. Sorry, he brought it with him when he visited Chicago, and let me tell you, that thing did not last long. It was in my fridge for maybe a day or two, and that was it. Just kept picking at it. I think it only comes with like little 8 slices, 8 or 10 slices, something like that. And you just pop it up, pop it in your mouth, you're good to go. It's so good. I've actually tried to replicate that flavor in a in a tea. I might have done it. There is another one though that Adagio put together. It's a I have to laugh at the name. It's called Puer Chorange because it's chocolate orange. It's very good. The blend that I tried, I don't remember if I completed it. If I did, it would be either, what was it, chocolate. I'm just checking real. Hey, don't go. I'm checking real quick. Yeah, my computer decided to skip it a little bit. It's one of the. It wasn't Death by Chocolate Chai. Okay. Oh no, I did the chocolate apple. Sorry, I'm just looking real quick. That's what it was. Loco Choco Coco. It had chocolate chai, rooibos orange, and rooibos caramel. And oh my god, it was good. I knew I had it somewhere. So yeah, that was incredible. But I really like that blend, and you know, it's about time I bought it again. As a matter of fact, I think somebody. Because I got a notification that somebody purchased it. Oh, well, purchased one of my chocolate teas. Oh no, sorry, it was a Death by Chocolate Chai. Oops. But I knew it was one of the chocolate ones that I'd created. But Death by the wrapper fell and left a bunch of tea on the floor. And that's all right. I'll clean it up after. Don't worry, it was the dry tea, not the steeped one, so it's not gonna stain. It's just an annoyance. Oh well. Oh yeah, chocolate chai. Oh my god, they have a chocolate chai puer that is incredible. I swear, like when it came out during the winter, and the guy that was behind the counter, he goes, "Hey Mike, we have a new blend. What was it? Chocolate chai pu'er." What? Chocolate chai pu'er? I was like, "Give me some." He didn't even finish making the sample before I had my pouch in my hand. I was like, "Yeah, this is coming home with me. I still want the sample, but this is coming home with me. You've already made the sale." He was cracking up. He was like, "Yeah, that's kind of the reaction I thought I'd get from you." I was like, "Yeah." So, I don't play around with no chocolate chai pu'er. It came home right then and there. I think I actually streamed it as well. I'm not particularly sure. I probably did. It sounds like something I would do. Chocolate chai pu'er is amazing. Yes, it's always a pleasure. I will see you later. I want to talk to you a little bit about the class. But yeah, I'll message you again later. But I've mentioned it before on the stream that for the community members that are in Chicago, I want to put together a tea class. We're going to have the Tea 101 at Tilula, and it was like, I mean, we decided, me and Shanna have decided that that's going to be a good first start for the community, and hopefully people will hear about it, they'll spread the word, and get other people to join in, and we could probably do this on a regular basis, hopefully once every couple of months. We'll see. You know, it would be a wonderful thing to really get everybody involved. So yeah, absolutely heart Tilula. we do love Tilula over here. Funny story, Tilula was Shanna's idea. There was a group, was it a Groupon? And yeah, they were like, "Oh, have you heard of Tilula?" I was like, "No." So everybody was like, "Yeah, let's go, let's do this." You tried one at the World Tea Expo, Serendipity? I've heard of Serendipity, I believe. It sounds familiar. But Coco Loco Nut? Yes, it's a mine was Loco Choco Coco. I do have another one though. It was Coconut Mocha Nut Mate. And I made that specifically for the name. Like, I sat there and I was like, you know what would go good with mocha nut? Coconut. And I just took it from there. And I have not, I don't think I've tried it yet, did I? I definitely didn't, yeah, I did buy it once, but I'm pretty sure I did not stream it yet. But yeah, it's Coconut Mocha Nut Mate. And that's one that I'm definitely going to stream if I haven't already. I'm gonna have to look up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up later. Luckily, I've been keeping track of the streams that I've been doing all this time, and I want to make sure that I don't repeat anything. So, surprise, I have done about 80 something. Literally, it's crazy. I have streamed 80 something teas, and I had no idea I was going to be going this long with it. But you know what? One of the best experiences I've ever had, and I mean, I'm so glad that I started it. That, you know, I mean, well, I'm not going to go on. I'm going to go down memory lane and completely derail this train of thought. But yeah, like it's just been an extraordinary experience, and I'll leave it at that for now. I don't want to stray too far from the tea because this tea is absolutely incredible. I'm loving it. Oh my god, the flavor. I feel it's still starting to cool down a bit. It's still warm. It's you don't have to sip it at this point, and it's maintaining that flavor. I'm still getting the fullness of the black tea with the tangerine skin. That's giving it a nice smooth flavor. It doesn't need sweetener, actually. I'm It tastes amazing just as it is. One day you started Googling for local tea stores, and that's how you found Tea Lula, Tea Geschwenda, and Coffee and Tea Exchange. So yes, this is the origins of not only our trips to Tea Lula, but also the tea crawl. The Coffee Tea Exchange and Tea Geschwenda are both on the tea crawl. Of course, Adagio was my was my input. I don't know. I guess David's was kind of like a group thing, because that we were just doing when we would go to Naperville, we would do Adagio and David's, and it just kind of like found its way into the rotation. So what's the one I went to that was closer to my house? That was Teezy's. I assume it's Teezy's. It's Teasese or something like that. You know what? Let me take a look. It's on my Facebook somewhere. Tease. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, TEA''se. Tease tea. That's what it is. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that was the one that's kind of close to my house. It's about half an hour away. I wish I could add that to the tea crawl, but it's like super duper far. So yeah, unless we're going to add a bus ride all the way back to my neighborhood, unfortunately we're not able to get to it in time. But yes, Argo as well. Argo, it's basically on the way. There's so many of those locations that you can pretty much, in Chicago at least, you can pretty much find them anywhere. And they're pretty decent. I really like their selection. And it tastes fresh, and it tastes what's the word? Like chemical free. We could Uber? Yeah, you and your Ubers. That's how we get everywhere. You would Uber from the living room to the bathroom if you could. Ow. Ow, my hand. Yeah, I deserve that. You see, this is what happens when I poke fun. Oh, my finger. But anyway. We're missing one. We are? I know that there is one, I forgot the name of it, I can look it up later, that Ben started working at, but that's kind of out of the way. I haven't been there yet to see what they got, but I'm sure it's a quality place. I just have not checked it out. I do trust Ben's judgment, so if he started working there, I'm sure it's a really great place. Oh, okay. Anyway, quality. Ah, I see what you did there. Unless that's the name of the store, and then wow, then that would be awesome. Woo. Oh, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now is the time. I'm starting to get a little stuffed here. I do have a couple of announcements, things that have recently happened that's tea related. So I don't know. There's my new store idea. Yeah, if any of us hit the lotto and decide to invest in a tea shop, that would be the name. Qualities Teas. But yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah. Okay, so a couple new things. I don't know if anybody noticed. They probably didn't announce it or anything. But I was able to get a custom URL for the Facebook group. So now it's no longer facebook.com/group/123456789 whatever. It is now facebook.com/groups/Chicago Communi-Tea. So if you want to write down the website for anybody, this is a lot easier to remember. If you want to have your friends look us up, Chicago Communi-Tea is the new address. I wish I had, I wish I had found out how to do that before I ordered the business cards, but that comes to my next announcement. I have business cards. I'm trying to open up one-handed. There we go. And they are available. I will be trying to give these out. But yeah, check it out. We got new glossy, fancy schmancy cards. And it's got a new, I'm trying to focus. Yeah, it's not working. I have got a new email address to go along with it. It's the Communi-Tea with the dash before the T at outlook.com. So if you guys want to contact me by email, that is the new place. There it goes. I can't focus. It's not focusing right, but just take my word for it. I will be adding that information onto the website at some point. But yeah, so I am legit now. I have business cards, and I've already given out 2 sets to a tea shop, Tea Geschwender. I'm going to see if anybody else can help me out and distribute these cards as well. We'll see. I have just got them in on Monday. Yeah, I got them in last Monday, so I haven't had the chance to really get around. But yeah, so I ordered 100, and 80 of them are already reserved to give out to shops, and I'm waiting for a legit tea mit, or legit tea mate, secret one right there, Oh yeah, I should totally leave random ones at Starbucks. That would be awesome. And that's the thing, like, I only have maybe 15 loose ones left. I've been giving them out here and there to people, just to practice, I guess, giving them out. I've been giving them out to friends. Some of the friends are not part of the community yet, but if they do decide, they know where to find me. But yeah, I would definitely love to just leave them here and there, or even on like we'll do the subway the subway thing, and just leave them in the little slots above people. they would hate me for it. Oh well, but yeah. Okay. Next announcement. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to be working on getting the tea class together at Tea Lula's. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'm gonna be putting it on the website just to see who would be interested. Leave them in stores near the tea section. Well, which stores? Because it would be I mean, if it's a full-on tea shop, I might as well leave them at the cash register, But if it's like I don't know, you go to Mariano's and just leave them in the tea section, I don't know. That may or may not be successful. I don't know, or they'll just kick me out, and we'll see. But it's definitely worth a try. You know what? I do have a friend of mine who said that she was going to send him. I forgot. Yeah, so gonna send them out with Scentsy orders, so I could probably send a bunch her way, and let's see where that goes. I don't know. Maybe I'll send the new ones because tape them to Lipton boxes. That's exactly what you need to know what real tea is. It's like Lipton, And it's funny because they had a poll. I joined up a tea discussion group, and somebody put up a poll that said, "Would you try? Do you like Lipton herbal teas?" And I was like, "You do not want my answer. No, you don't want my answer because you guys know. You guys have heard my answer, and it's a very long answer, and it's a very it's a very drawn out but very well explained reason why I don't like Lipton. So all it was a yes or no. I was like, yeah, I can't answer because I can't just say no. It's going to lead to a very long tea discussion. And I was at work at the time. I was like, I have got to get some of these tickets done. I am not going to. I'm not going to get tangled up in these in these tea discussions. Herbal teas are not going to be different because they all go through the same process, and they all sit there and they all wait, and they all get stale, and they all Lipton does make herbals, just not very very good ones. Because the problem isn't the quality of the tea. The problem is, you see, you know, you've heard that many times. No, the problem isn't the quality of the leaf, even though that's part of it. The major thing is the fact that it sits there and it waits in a warehouse for God knows how long, and it takes forever to get to. They call it what was it? Like Herbal Select or Herbal Gold or something like that. I forgot the name of it. It was on the they had them on my flight from Australia. Sorry, from New Zealand back to Chicago. I was like, yeah, no, they had tea. I was like, no, not gonna do it. But yeah, it does exist. So it was just like no. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. So it's not exactly the ingredients they use. While that's part of it, the main part is that it sits there and gets stale, and like it does absolutely. It just sits there, and no, I would not do it. Okay, so anyway, oh, that's good. It's still maintaining that flavor, even though the tea is cooler now. I'm able to stick my finger in it, although I'm not going to. It's maintaining that orange flavor, which I am absolutely loving. This is incredible. Yeah, I'm glad I tried this out. But anyway, so I want to gauge interest to see who's interested in going to Tallulah. This will be a charged event. People will have to pay, I believe it's like $25 for the class, but I'm not exactly sure. So don't quote me. I'll be talking to Juliet about that later. But if anybody's interested, we'll put together a date. Probably sometime in late August or September to see if we can get anything set up. And registration will be. I'll send all of that information. So stay tuned on the group, and we'll have an amazing time. See if Groupon has a special again. Oh, for Tallulah, it's probably there. We'll see. Just remind me. I don't know. Well, I could probably check at some point, but that's neither here nor there. We'll figure something out. But yeah, like if we do this, I'd like to have a good amount of people. They do seat up to 8 I believe it's either 8 or 10 on the big table, but they do have more chairs and in like a dining / classroom kind of space. So if we could get more than that, that would be incredible. I don't know how many of our members are in Chicago, but I would love to see some new faces. So absolutely, once we get this thing off the ground, I will be letting you guys know where to look and where to register, and we'll have a great time. Oof, getting hot. Also, next announcement, we'll be scheduling another tea crawl. Let me see. What was it? The farmhouse table is 8, and other tables are 12. Okay, so that's 8 plus 12, I'm assuming? Sure. Okay, I'll call you Monday. Hi, Monday. Dad joke. Awful. Terrible. Don't listen to me. That's... Okay. So you could do up to 24 people. Great. That is fantastic. I'm looking for hopefully 24 people to show up. Probably not going to happen on the first go. But yeah, that would be an incredible experience if we could fill up the place first time around. But yeah, like I would love to arrange something like that for the community, because I mean, engagement is something that a lot of Facebook groups lack. You know, there's always that wall of internet between you and the rest of the group. So why not just tear that wall down and, you know, start getting together, and we'll start like really having a strong community going. So yeah, absolutely. We'll see what we can do about making this go. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Tea crawl. So we're going to probably do a tea crawl in the next 2 weeks. I would like to do maybe the 27th. I'll check my calendar, see if it's free. It probably is. If not, then definitely the 20th. I'll start getting the arrangements together. So if anybody's interested, keep an eye out. We'll try that again. Last time we had 5 people. 5 people. I want to get more people involved. Okay, so let's try to make it 6, 7, 8, as many. The tea crawl is free. You'll join us. The only thing you'll pay for is the tea that you buy. This is all about just getting together, experiencing some tea, and having a great time. You know, this is a wonderful thing. So we will be scheduling that. I'll keep you guys posted. Is there anything else? I don't know. We'll see. There is one other thing. There was when I did my first stream, it was for what was it? The orange creamsicle tea. I was able to find I believe that was the. Oh wait, sorry. I don't remember. I think I might have found it on YouTube. I'll keep you guys posted on that. If it is the full, first stream, I'm going to link it into the Facebook group as well as into the YouTube, so that we can have like a Throwback Thursday kind of thing, back to the first stream. I'm not sure if that was it. I stumbled upon it a while ago. My first stream was done on Instagram, and the reason why I'm not still doing it on Instagram is because I did that for a whole hour and it didn't save. So maybe somehow, some way, it got uploaded into YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But we'll see. If that's the case, I'll link you guys later, and you can witness the very first stream I've done. And if not, it's gone forever. Boo-hoo, crying. Maybe I'll just do it again one day. We'll see. Because it's not a repeat if you haven't seen it. Plus, I am quite a bit more experienced now. I got 80-something streams under my belt, so it's probably going to go a lot more smoothly than the first time around. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. I'll have to check, and I'll keep you guys posted if I do the rerun. I'll make it quite clear that it is a rerun technically. That way, like nobody finds it later on and then calls me out, say you did this one already. It's like no, yeah, I'm perfectly aware that I did it once, but it'll add to my repertoire. Maybe that would be like number 90, depending on what number I am today. But I'm getting close. I'm getting close to my 100, and once my 100 hits, it's gonna be a landmark. I definitely did not expect this to go 100 episodes, but you know what? I'm glad it did, because this is, like, you guys mean the world to me, and for me to do this on a weekly basis, it's incredible. Like, I thoroughly enjoy it. But there I go, getting all nostalgic again. So I'm down to about maybe 2 or 3 sips. So I'm opening up the floor again. Questions, comments, anything that you want to talk about. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I should do 100th episode in a suit and party hat. That would be fun. Depending on if it's in the middle of summer, which is quite possible depending on how close to... oh no, actually... No, because if I only do it once a week and I have at least 20, I have less than 20, I know, but depending on how much it is, even if it's like 10 weeks, yeah, it'll probably be sometime in the fall. So yeah, maybe I can pull off a suit and a party hat. I definitely want to do something special. I don't know what. I have a couple of ideas. I want to talk to you guys about it. And by you guys, I mean like the admin. I want to do something special for it. So we'll see what we can pull off. I'm just tossing some ideas in my head. But Teresa, I'm not going to forget your question. You always ask, what would I pair this with? You mentioned the orange, the chocolate orange. That is definitely a yes. I would give it a shot with this, because the tangerine and the orange, well, the tangerine with the tea and the orange chocolate have a similar taste, so I don't foresee any clashes on that front. But if I were to do a meal, like an entree or something, I would pair this with something. It's hard to think, because this is neither a light taste nor a strong taste. So you're gonna need something kind of in the middle. What would go well? You know what? Since the tangerine is used in a lot of traditional Chinese cooking, I would go with like an orange chicken, or that is kind of on the nose. But it's definitely, this would definitely go well with an Asian kind of flavor. So you get like Chinese food with like some of the more savory sauces. Orange wafers, yeah, you're cheating, Teresa, and absolutely, angel food cake would definitely go well with this. Let me think. I would definitely, you get some of the savory sauces. Teriyaki might be a little too strong, but if you go with like a garlic sauce, lemon cream cookies and sesame cookies, absolutely. You got those light flavors that won't be too overpowering. The lemon cream cookies might be a little light, if not for the lemon cream itself. It's got just the right kind of tartness, so it would have to be it would have to have a lot of that cream to go with it. But yeah, it should go great with it. Okay, guys, I have one more sip, I think. So now's your last chance. If you have any questions, comments, shoot it now. You only have the time it takes for one last sip. Okay, I lied. There's a little bit left in there. A little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. So yeah, you can see I didn't I didn't quite get it, but you guys got a second chance. One more shot to ask your questions or forever hold your peace. There you go. Woof. Oh, that was incredible, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Keep a lookout on the community for any upcoming information. Of course, I always encourage discussions, questions, funny memes, anything tea related, guys. Go ahead and feel free to post. It's your group as much as mine. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.